Peace, family. Today's topic is going to be on knowledge of self. All right. Or simply putting, you should know who you are. Now, first of all, most religions speak of knowing yourself. Yeshua in the Bible says, know thyself. All right. He also states that the truth shall set you free. It's the truth about who you are. And once you find out who you are, you should find out what your main agenda should be. I mean, from just the simple things like eating the right foods, but what foods are right for you? You know, people who derive from different parts of the planet, their food is always there with them. Even we look at our small insects or bugs, so to speak, even rodents and other small life forms, they're normally located around the foods that are indigenous to them. But since we walk this whole planet, we got planes, boats, trains, or whatever to go from continent to continent or from state to state. The foods change, the way they're made change, and the way it affects your body can bring forth change too. Remember, one law in the world is the law of cause and effect. Now, I don't know how far the universe this goes, but I believe that that's a universal law, cause and effect. So you put the wrong stuff in your body, it's going to cause a wrong effect or ill effect. This is why you look at the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah, they tell you that you shouldn't really be eating meat. But even though it says at the end of the day, all the Most High made for you is good for you, it just tells you that certain things you really shouldn't partake of. You know, and if you do those things, don't take a lot of them. For example, most people believe that Muslims are not allowed to eat pork. Well, if the pig was the only thing around, it states in the Quran to eat as little as possible. So I would say the Quran is really telling that person to man up. Because what is the pig eating? He's eating something. Onions, grass, or something. So before I would eat pork, I would have to eat what the pig ate, which was the grass. Or the leaves or whatever he can forage up. You know, they're not big meat eaters and stuff like that. They'll eat anything, but they're not, you know, they mainly graze like other animals do. Again, so it says to you in the Bible, which foods are unclean to you. Just like when they talk about certain fish with skin and no scales. Well, the Most High created everything with a purpose for what it's created for. And it also created, he created everything to survive. Now, that pig wasn't created. As far as we know, that pig is a genetically altered animal or genetically produced animal. 5% is to tell you he's grafted from cat, rat, and dog. Now, would you want to eat a cat, a rat, or a dog? Come on, family. And the reason why you don't eat these grafted animals is because they don't do the right thing for your bodies. And they also cause ill effects. Also, this is why we talk about KFC. You know, if you know what's going on with KFC, most people who know don't eat it anymore. They don't even call that chicken. It means Kentucky Fried Chicken. As far as we know, we heard those are genetically altered birds as well. When have you ever seen a large Kentucky Fried Chicken wing? The wing now. Come on, you don't see that. It's always some little small wing. But when you look at the pictures on Google, at first I seen it back in the days, and then now, you know, we got YouTube. We didn't have YouTube back in the days like that, you know. Now you got it on YouTube, and they show you these animals that are being raised, and they look like they look purple. The chicken skin look purple, and it should be yellow or white. But anyway, like I said, any grafted animal, I don't suggest you should eat that. But back to the topic of knowledge of self. So you should know what to eat, and you should know what you shouldn't eat. But I'll tell you like this, family. If we all had knowledge of self, I think we'd have more harmony, on this planet. And the reason why I say that, because we all know our role, we know our position, and we probably would play it. But then again, you know, remember, if your position is the position of the opposition, you're going to always try to be opposing your opposition. But if we lived in harmony, we wouldn't have to oppose any opposition. This is why when I talked about God and the devil, I never use hate. I don't hate the devil. You know, the devil's here to do his particular job, and God's here to do his job too, and the Creator's overseeing all of that. So what's ever written in these books, it can't be changed. So these people want to sit there and put themselves in position to be historically sound, you know, for certain religious events. You're only fooling yourself, fam. You don't fool the Most High. So this is why I say we all need knowledge of self. And when you know thyself, then you have no problem with other people around you. because you know just from deductive reasoning they're unlike yourself. And if you peaceful, maybe they're warful. You know, maybe you the warlike, maybe they the peace like it. You know, maybe you want to be up and they want to be down. So you know, these are quite different poles, so to speak. So again, you know, we need to have knowledge of ourselves, family. And if you know who I'm talking about, and you think that is you because you don't know you, because you want to be other than self, you know, you got thin, dead, or thin type hair that lays on the head and lays down the head, and you have white skin, but you want to grow an afro. Come on, man. Come on, fam. That's not the right thing to do. I mean, but you know, you got freedom to express yourself, but you know that's just unnatural. And just like you want to put perms and weaves and all this stuff in our hair, come on, that's not for you. But when your particular people come in to be in style, you're gonna be lost. When everybody wanna be like your people, you're not gonna fit in anywhere. It also says in the good book, the devil is the author of confusion. Now you tell me that's not confusing, y'all. But again, it's just real talk from Starcrrest The G. And like I say again, know thyself. And we're gonna leave it at that with our famous salutation of peace and love.